Hello, this is a storyline reading for as far as Mr. Fidel Lopez. I'm going to say it right. He is a man who murdered his girlfriend back September 2015. Maria Newmith, something like that. I'm just going to address her as Maria so I won't mess up her last name. Okay, Mr. Lopez, he killed his girlfriend during sex, after sex, or anything as far as romance. Follow me? It say during sex, but anyway. Well, he says she yelled out her boyfriend's, her ex-husband's name twice or something like that. But, you know, he had a whole lot going on with him, this man. With my last storyline, it was a little racial stuff going on or whatever. And gossip going on, you know, as far as the race, because it wasn't the same race. So let's just see. I just don't remember everything as far as my other storyline from Healer to Row channel that I had back then, but yeah, it wasn't just that she hollered out her boyfriend name. He just was angry about she really felt a certain kind of way about him and really didn't really care about him like he seemed to care about her. So let's just do a storyline for him because God wants him to. He was drunk at the time, he says, and he says she wanted him to do all these different things to her, he said. Okay, she's not here to speak for herself, to say what was true and what's not true, but he murdered her and it was heinous. It was terrible. So he's paying the price for it because he's incarcerated, but God wants him to pay spiritually. That means he has to have his mind not full of drugs and alcohol. He got to be able to have a clear mind to be able for God to deal with him spiritually, because it's time to pay up spiritually, because I saw him on my feed. That means that God want me to do a storyline on him. I did one on my last channel, but he's one that has to go on here also because he was on my other channel. He has life in prison. So let's just see. It says he disemboweled his girlfriend. We dealing with her bowel now. He disemboweled. So let's just see. Back then I didn't want to do the storyline because that made me kind of like, it felt real dark to me. It felt spooky to me. It felt crazy to me, that story. I mean, just hearing that, I didn't even want to do it, but I wound up doing it because God wanted me to do the storyline. Because, you know, you're dealing with all kind of people and their demons that they have. Alcohol is a demon. He was full of alcohol, but still, when people are drunk, they seem to try to make it seem like they don't know what they're doing, but they know exactly what they're doing. If anything, alcohol makes you bring out what you want to do. Get what I'm saying? So let's see for Mr. Lopez, because God wants spiritual justice from you, and God is going to get it. It's time for you to pay up. So God's going to deal with you. Okay, so let's just see what's going on with Mr. Lopez right now in universe, because is there anything else that's left that didn't go in the first storyline that I did that need to come out in this one about Mr. Lopez and his reasons for what he did to his girlfriend? Okay, 6 over here. Let me find 6. Okay, 6 and 14 that way. Let me see. Let me get 14. 14. Bear with me. I got a 10. Okay. Sorry that my chair is squeaking. I'm so sorry about that. Bear with me, please. We got 14 and number 6. These are abuse. So he is taking pills too. These are light green. You can't see them, but I'm just telling you what the card says. Pill dropper. The pill pushing effect of you all. Pills. Both of them might have been taking them. It say you all, so that would mean him and her. Follow me? But this is deck 6. So the abuse mean he was abusing his girlfriend. Follow me? Maria, right? Her name was Marie. No, Marie or Maria. Let me think. You hit an A at the end. Maria. Okay. We have right here, Miss Maria needed to stop loafing around and change house. That means get out of that house she was in with this man, because she was doing some thinking in solitude at one point there, because she wanted to plan her fortune and take her shot on planning her fortune, right? I guess in moving, getting something good or whatever it is she had in her mind, right? So it says right here is a countdown to recovery, and doom was the last resort. Right? So let's leave that there for a minute. So this side says that he was amazed that she was acting a little spicy. So she is acting spicy maybe because she was getting ready to get out of there, because God wanted her to stop loafing around, remember, because she was thinking over here. Right? She is pinpointing the action that helped her up in her life. Get what it's saying? That's why she acting spicy. What helped her up was him. He's the problem. What helped her up, and God wanted her to stop loafing around, Maria, and get out of there, because she was doing some thinking in solitude about this thing. He holding me up, pinpointing it ain't working or whatever. So she acting spicy. It says right here the loss of a loved one is very hard. Right? So let's follow. Okay, it says right here with the pills, him or her, both of them was taking pills. Both of them or one of them, however it's flowing. Look over your shoulders, you can get them anytime. One of them or both of them. He is living the plantation way of living, or she was, but we talking about him, so I like to focus on the person we're talking about. Life was falling apart for him. Not having enough money, food, shelter, clothing, or love. And a court date was going to be gradually coming up for him soon. Or another one coming up, however it's flowing. He need to learn all the lessons necessary, right? And being to express his spirituality, or she needed to. Okay, it says he was slipping through the corridors. That just simply means slipping through the hallways or going whichever way he was doing in that house to get to this lady, his girlfriend, because he wasn't going to postpone an active action, right? So slipping through, so he might have been chasing her some kind of way, coming after her. See, it's like slipping through, sneaking through, coming through, because he wasn't going to postpone an active action. Get what I'm saying? She was gorgeous and she was on the freeway. So it says right here that finally she in a safe and happy place now. That's what God. That's what happened on her journey, because he put her through torment. His story is flimsy. Get what God's saying, because she wanted him to change. Being different just means she stood out. They was different races. First of all, my first one was talking about race a lot. She was adorable. She said now that he had backyard ways of thinking, or he saw it that she had backyard ways of thinking. Racist, or some kind of way just didn't want to come up to today's time, and thoughts were swirling in her mind or his mind at that house. Because it was some kind of gossip in the streets, some kind of way about, I guess, their race, because they two different races. Some kind of way, something. Bear with me, but it's sort of cold. Fix my hair. Hair falling all over the place. Let me just say for a minute. Fix my hair. Bear with me. I'm so sorry, but I got to fix it, because it's going to keep making me stop in the storyline. Let's see what I am so sorry, but I gotta fix my hair. I gotta do it. It's not gonna work. I can't like hear my hair falling all in the storyline. I'm still hearing Prince song, Purple Rain, Purple Rain, Purple Rain. Maybe he was in his feelings deep. I was hearing it before I came and sit down. I just didn't mention it, but I hear it again, Purple Rain. Maybe he was in his feelings, deep in his feelings. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I had to fix my scarf. Okay, maybe he's in his feelings, deep in his feelings. Yeah, deep. Put it like that or something like that. Okay. Glad you bear with me, but I had to kind of get things right. I can't do anything. That's not right. Maybe he's deep in his feelings, because Purple Rain is a song as far as being deep in those feelings. Deep in his feelings. Whoa. I think it said, do it say in Purple Rain, I don't want to be your weekend lover. I don't want to cause you any pain. Something like that. I don't want to say it wrong. Do it say, I don't want to be your weekend lover. Something like that. I don't want to cause you any pain. Something like that. I don't know. That's what's coming. I might have it wrong. That's so you know all about it. But he wanted to cause her pain because that's what he did. Maybe he didn't want to be a weekend lover because she was breaking up. Well, she was breaking up, or they was trying to get back together, or what was going on. He was trying to get back together with her or whatever. I don't know. Maybe she was trying to go about her business. Because, I don't know, it sounded, I think the song said, I don't want to be your weekend lover. I don't want to cause you any pain. I don't know. I feel like she is, with my last storyline, she is trying to go about her business. You know what I mean? Be finished with him. See what I mean? That she ain't want him. Can I just say it like it is? Some men don't like to take no for an answer. Some of them don't. See, she want him to change right here. I'm going to try to do some of them because it's taking a while to get them down. One more. Okay, let's just flow right here and do these. Okay, it says right here, choosing her first was the first choice. And she was clarifying that she is going to choose her first. Right? She in a safe and happy place now. Follow me? Finally. Okay. She saw things clear because he is letting off his sexual tendencies. Follow me? So it says that she is isolated for a coping mechanism because she might have went somewhere and got, because my other card say kitchen, but it don't have to be a kitchen. She went somewhere in that house to get away from him, to think. Get what I'm saying? In solitude. Follow me? She went somewhere. Okay, it says right here, you can still do God's mission if you like. Can you still love me now? You know. So some kind of way, it's something that happened some kind of way. Whatever it was, I don't know. Can she still love him now? He know, or could she still know him? Whatever it is, I don't know what it is. Something that he found out or she found out. Okay? You are adorable. So she was adorable. Okay, it says right here, being different just means that she stood out. Follow me? So it says right here that she needed to stay on her path. And he had to find other ways to pleasure himself. Because it says flames were sparked. You can't see it because it's light green. I wouldn't lie to you. Flames were sparked. And Miss Maria captured the flames from Mr. Lopez. She is being fearless. She started talking to God. God, lead me to my path. It's like a prayer. Follow me? So it says right here that she pinpointed at some kind of problem and she complained to him about it, whatever it was. Because she is going to take her best shot, right, to plant her fortune. But he also was going to take his best shot to plant his fortune, whatever it was, right? And his fortune maybe was to fix the relationship, and her fortune maybe was a job somewhere or going away. But I think she's going to go away, you know, like go out of town or something. I don't know. With the other storyline I did last year, whenever I done it, she needed to learn all the lessons needed and being to express her spirituality to the world, God says, right? Because he put her through torment, and his story was flimsy. It says that she is on a speedway because she might have drove to where he lived at, because I think there's in separate houses, or one of them was on a speedway and she was gorgeous. She is acting a little spicy and he was amazed about it, or he was acting spicy and she was amazed. One of them was amazed about the other. She wanted him to change his ways, whatever it was about him. Or he wanted her to change something about herself. So it says here slipping through the corridors. That means slipping through whichever rooms he's slipping through to get to her. Follow me? So it says right here that in the back of her mind, she is thinking about God, right? So let's just flow. So she might have been hiding, I just don't know. So it says right here, she see it now. So she could have been hiding, I just don't know. She see it now that he had backyard ways of thinking that is racist or not coming up to today's time. That means, yeah, somebody want to hold on to something from back then. So maybe he saw it now because if they was like intimate and she is calling out her ex name, that means she wasn't coming up to today's time. She is still thinking about her ex, anything like that. And he saw it then, anything like that. Follow me? Okay. So the next card is this right here. He wasn't going to postpone an active action. And the active action is what he did to her. That's the only thing I can see for him. That's the action I could see he did. So it says right here that honestly. Okay, it says right here he moved fast on it and did what he did to Miss Maria. Okay, it says right here, it's time to heal. It's time for him to heal. Because her ex is trouble. He was trouble for her. But he was going to go get her. Follow me? Because it says he is going to bring favor to it, to what he felt was valid. Because she was, right here, he moved fast on it. Honestly, he moved fast on it. He wasn't going to postpone an active action. Here's the card. That she had backyard ways of thinking. Either she is racist or she was bringing up stuff from back then. Whatever it was. Follow me? So she is bringing up her ex-husband. Any kind of way, that was something from back then. He is acting spicy maybe because she is bringing up her ex. Or she is acting spicy because she is ready to leave. Or he was acting spicy. Or whoever was acting up. Out of the two. One of the two. Okay, let's just flow. He pinpointed an action, or she did, that held her up in their house. Or he felt that held him up. That's what happened on the journey. Right? But God said she needed to change house. Stop looking around, Miss Maria. Maria, get out of there. God wanted her to get out of there. Because it says, what are you willing to do to save yourself, Miss Maria? Get out of that house, Miss Maria. Because it's all about money. So some kind of way, I don't know if he's getting money out of her, borrowing money out of her, wanting her to live with him or what. Look, it's money both ways. Look at this. Look what's in my hand. Look, it's a money too. Deep. Any money given to you. So I don't know if he's trying to offer her some money to stay, to move in, to hold on. You're gorgeous. He thought she was gorgeous. I gotta put that one down. He wanted structure. She wanted structure. But God says how to control things in the best way he could in his life is to have structure. Because he was petrified about his dough, his cabbage, his money, his moolah. Because it says right here that he is being appreciative of a house that was sufficient, that he lived in, right? So we got let's see what this one. He's living a plantation where living. Some kind of struggle was going on, not having enough money, food, clothing, shelter, or love. Food, something. Life was falling apart. He might want her to move in, I don't know. Wherever he lived. You must go on with your life as you should. He must go on with his life as he should right now. But back then, God wanted her to go on with her life as she should and change house and leave that house. Because he is acting up. He drank too much. He drank too much. Whatever, he started to act up or what was going on. Letting go is very hard. The loss of a loved one. This would be for her family. Miss Maria family. So it says right here, come on and go to that training, that class. To help put you in place. God will help you, but you must learn to listen. So with this right here, this would be for him. Some kind of way he might have to go to Alcoholics Anonymous or whatever he need to go to. Whatever the courts say he had to go to because of whatever he did. Alcoholics Anonymous or whatever, I don't know. So it says right here, she was doing some thinking in solitude. Or right now, he doing thinking in solitude. Because some kind of way he is taking pills. Right? Pill pushing effect of it all. So it don't necessarily mean she took any. It's just saying the pill pushing effect of it all. So if he had pills and alcohol, no telling what that was doing to him mixed together. Look over your shoulders, he could get pills anytime he wanted. Doom was the last resort though for him. And doom was for Miss Maria. Because she was murdered. And there's a countdown to recovery for him. So it says right here, it's a smooth trinket. So I don't know if he had a ring for her, gave her a ring, or wanted to marry her, or whatever's going on there with that trinket. Or he got a cross. Okay, he needed to free himself, talk up, tell the truth, talk up, speak out. Because God wants spiritual justice, Mr. Lopez. You got to talk out to Miss Maria and say you shouldn't have did what you did to her. You went too far. You just shouldn't have did it, what you did to her. And talk to her parents also. And family that love her. Don't say you're sorry because you meant to do it. Say you shouldn't have. You went too far. Anything like that. But don't say you're sorry because you meant to. You can say to them, can they ever forgive you? But don't say you're sorry because you meant to do it. This is to free yourself card. This means you need to talk and face the situation. And don't blame it on the victim. Because people like to blame the victim. The victim is not here to talk, but God going to bring out any talking of hers in these cards. If any blaming to be, God going to bring it out. And God already said she needed to leave the house. So God will bring her cards out if it's any to be brought out. Okay? To dispute any lie, you tell God to bring something out to show what she was thinking like. Because it's already in these cards. Either back then a court date was gradually coming up. A court date was building up for you, or another one coming up, however it's going. You did a preview, or the law did a preview, or Miss Maria did a preview back then, and she saw she was on the battleground with you. Well, you wasn't on the battleground with her, she was on the battleground with you. You was the aggressor, that's what I'm hearing in my mind. You was taking some kind of pills, she was in a lot of pain, but you was taking some kind of pills here, sir. Okay. Someone is a genius and you didn't even know she is a genius. Okay, it says right here that thoughts were swirling into the duplex apartment building or wherever you was, apartment house or wherever you lived at, you and her. Okay. You went in here first and you wanted to be the chairperson of your own life. And you just went in here first. Okay. It says right here that, can I feel my God mission being gay? Do not wonder why. Ask. So some kind of way, maybe it might have been some kind of way where somebody was saying that you was gay back then. Or maybe now it happened since you've been in jail. Or maybe you was all the time. Anything like that. Can I live my life mission being gay? If Miss Maria was wondering that, she should have just asked you. Follow me? Because it was gossip in the other storyline I did on my other channel. It was gossip. Follow me? So it says right here that being molded into what you really are not. Start to see what others are doing to keep you stuck. So you had to see what others was doing to keep you stuck in a certain kind of position you was in when you was being molded into what you really wasn't, or she was, by being hooked onto you. She is being molded into what she wasn't. So we got the cupcake exchange is it could be prostitution. It's really my trafficking card. There's a bunch of ladies, however it's flowing. It's ladies flowing through prostitutes, trafficking, call girls, dancers, any kind of club job, clothing store, college, military, anything that got a lot of ladies flowing through. So some kind of way you was dealing with a place, hooked to a place that had a lot of women coming through, or maybe a lot of ladies was coming through your doors. Get what I'm saying? Or your house. Maybe you was going to clubs and taking ladies home, getting ladies, or anything as far as ladies. Or maybe that's how you met her. I don't know. Or maybe she worked at a place like that. I just don't know. But this is your story. So the sounds of her weighed you down, though. Sounds of her weighed you down. That's the latest card. This would be for, do not let what you seek ruin you. You can't find it. So you shouldn't let what you seek ruin you, because maybe you was going to clubs getting ladies. There's a lot. That's a lady card. Maybe you was going to clubs getting women, finding ladies, bringing ladies home, call girls, escorts, or whatever's going on there. Or working somewhere where there's a lot of ladies. Okay, it says right here, don't let what you seek ruin your life. Unless she was working somewhere like that and God telling her don't let what she seek ruin her life, she couldn't find it. But I really think that's your card right there. The sounds of her weighed you down because she was out of whining, hollering, fussing, yelling, whatever she was doing was weighing you down. Plenty of ladies. This is a trafficking card, like I said, coming through. Whichever way it is, a job or whatever it says. Either she works somewhere like that and you met her that way, or you get ladies that way, or you work somewhere like that, or anything like that. Either she was being molded into what she wasn't, Miss Maria, dealing with a certain kind of job, and she needed to start to see what others was doing to keep her stuck in a certain kind of job. If she is working at any kind of job like that, what I said, if not her, you had to see what others was doing to keep you stuck. Okay, if she was the one gay, you needed to ask her, was she gay? Right? And don't wonder, just ask her. Anything like that. Or if you was gay, she needed to ask you. However it's flowing. Whichever one, however it's flowing, it's one of you. Because the last storyline, there was some kind of rumors out. But you was upset. So you had pills in you and alcohol. The sounds of her was weighing you down. You heard whatever you heard and you didn't like it. She didn't want you no more, because the first card was where she was, where's that first card? This is not the first card. You wanted something clarified, though. Choosing you first was the best option. You wanted to make sure, I guess, she choose you first. That's the best option. But if she was still thinking about her ex-husband or whatever, that's not choosing you first. Not if she's still thinking about her ex-husband. Sometimes you just can't forget about people you love just like that. It don't work like that. It really don't. You can get 16 men and they still might not be nothing like that one over there. But you had your own things going on, but you had pills in you, mister. As far as alcohol and pills. That's why you were so screwed up where you went. As far as you went. And the sounds of her made it even worse. That made you get even more vicious. But God wanted to deal with you spiritually. Okay, this is the verse of one.